Hello, welcome to my review of the Spark model 1/43rd scale Porsche 961. This is a Le Mans racing car for the GT type of category, not the prototypes, from 1987, and it is a development of the 959 road car. Of course, the 959 was created for Group B, in part Group B rallying, which kind of came to an end at that point, along with the Ferrari GTO, commonly known as the 288 GTO. Anyway, this is the 961, and it's interesting because very recently Spark have released a new version of this model for Porsche, as in it's a Porsche branded item. In terms of the let's go to the packaging of that item. You've got this here, and it says Porsche on it. So this is the case for the new model, and here is the new model. It's not a cheap model, but relatively speaking, it's not up to the quality of the older 961. Now, this older 961 model probably came out in the maybe 2012 or something like that. I'm not really sure when it was issued, whereas this is a 2021, and there are differences. So for example, let me turn it around the same way. The mesh on the driver's window is not so fine on the newer model. The wheels, the detail on the wheels, there's fewer spokes, and the rims are not reflective very much, whereas the spokes are much more densely populated, and you've got the shininess there. Some of the detail around here and around here are better on the older model. So don't be confused into thinking this new one is a reissue of this model here. Maybe they've used some of the stuff, maybe the mouldings or something, I'm not sure, probably not, but it's not the same. So I bought this one, and then I ended up buying this one anyway, second hand. I've been looking for one of these for probably 5 or 6 years, and they got very expensive a couple of years ago. So you're talking, to buy one of these, £120, £130, £140. I found this cheaper than that, but you have to be looking for a long time to get that. So now I did already have what's called the presentation version of this car, which is this one, the 961, and you can see a separate video of this. I've got a playlist of Porsche Spark models you can have a look at. And of course, so whilst the 961 was a racing development of the 959, the 959 was derived from this concept car, which was called the Group B, which I've actually seen at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, or maybe Revival, I can't remember which. Anyway, I've got a video review of this one too, so you can have a look at that. Do subscribe to the channel if you'd like to. I've got a fair number of 1/43rd scale model reviews, some 18ths and some 12th scales, real variety of things. So and there's more to come always, so do subscribe. So there's a lot of detail on this car, and that's one of the wonderful things about it. It does come complete with the cigarette advertising on it. Some models don't, but this one does. Not that I'm going to recommend smoking. I've never even had a drag of a cigarette. It's just not worth the risk in my view. But yeah, you can see the details on the decals and things, but it's not just about the decals. So there's a pair of knacker ducts in there on the top surface under the spoiler that you can't see, whereas on the new model they're not really there. They're just painted black patches, which is a bit cheap. Anyway, very happy with this model. Let's have a look at the underside. There we go, not too bad. And yeah, you've got things like the tow hooks and what have you. Maybe that was the tow hook. Okay. Those must be the exhausts, yeah, there and there. Yeah, very happy with this model. Like I say, I've been wanting one of these for years. So that's going to go in my case with my other, got quite a big 911 collection really, so do have a look at the videos on that. But if you're wondering why this was still in its plastic outer polythene bag, I'm probably just going to sell this on. It wasn't what I thought it was. I was disappointed, but one of those things. So on the back of that, the cardboard for this one, Icons of Speed. So if you want to look in the description for this video for the model numbers on both vehicles, I'll put in the model number of this newer issue and the older one that you see here. Thanks for watching. Like I say, do subscribe, do like if you like this video, and there are plenty more on the channel and more to come. Cheers.